The Princess and the Little Dragon. Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by shimmering mountains and sparkling lakes, lived a kind and curious princess named Alara. She had long chestnut hair, bright blue eyes, and a heart full of adventure. But despite the beauty of the kingdom, Alara often felt lonely. She dreamed of finding a true friend to share her adventures. Every day, she walked through the royal gardens, but her favorite place was the enchanted forest at the kingdom's edge. It was a magical place where anything could happen. One golden afternoon, Alara wandered deeper into the forest than ever before. As she walked beneath the tall, flowering trees, she heard a soft sound. Achoo! Curious, Alara followed the sound and found the smallest dragon she had ever seen. He was no bigger than a kitten, with shimmering emerald green scales and tiny wings that fluttered like silk. Instead of breathing fire, he sneezed out glittering puffs of mist. "Bless you," Alara said with a giggle. The little dragon looked up, blinking his golden eyes. I didn't mean to scare you," he said shyly. "You didn't scare me at all," Alara knelt beside him. "What's your name?" "I'm Lior," he said softly. "I got lost while flying and can't find my way home." Alara's heart filled with kindness. "Don't worry, Lior, I'll help you find your home." From that moment on, they became the best of friends. Each day, Alara and Lior explored the kingdom together. They chased butterflies, played by the sparkling river, and shared their dreams. Alara wished for a friend who would never leave, and Lior wished to find his way back to the Valley, a magical place hidden behind the Punti, moonlit mountains. "I live there," Lior explained one evening, "but no human has ever found it." "Then let's find it together," Alara said, her eyes shining with excitement. And so, their grand adventure began. At sunrise, Alara packed a bag with treats and a warm cloak, and together they set off across the kingdom. They crossed silver rivers and green meadows and met magical creatures, a talking squirrel who told jokes, and a wise old owl who gave them a map. Finally, after many days, they reached the moonlit mountains. Dark clouds swirled above, and the air grew chilly. "Are you sure we'll be safe?" Lior asked, his wings trembling. "As long as we're together, we can do anything," Alara said, smiling at her tiny friend. Encouraged, Lior perched on her shoulder as they began to climb. At the tallest peak, they found a shimmering silver gate, guarded by a majestic ice phoenix with glittering feathers. "Who seeks the Valley of Dragons?" the phoenix asked, its voice echoing. "I do," Alara said bravely. "I'm helping my friend find his home." The phoenix studied them carefully. "To pass, you must answer this riddle. What is stronger than fire, but softer than a feather?" Alara thought for a moment. She looked at Lior, who smiled at her with warmth in his golden eyes. Then she knew the answer. "Love," she said softly. The phoenix spread its wings. "You speak the truth. Love is the strongest magic of all." With a flash of light, the gate swung open. Beyond it lay a beautiful valley, glowing with golden sunlight. Alara gasped in wonder. Dragons of all colors, ruby red, sapphire blue, and emerald green, soared through the sky. Flowers shimmered with magic, and a sparkling waterfall cascaded into a crystal clear lake. "I'm home!" Lior cried joyfully, flying in excited circles. A graceful lavender dragon flew toward them. "Lior!" she called. "We've been so worried!" "Mother!" Lior exclaimed, flying into her arms. Alara smiled, happy for her friend. But deep inside, she felt a twinge of sadness. Would this be goodbye? As the sun dipped behind the mountains, Lior returned to Alara's side. "Thank you, Alara," he said softly. "You're the best friend I've ever had." Tears pricked Alara's eyes. "I'll miss you, Lior," she whispered. The lavender dragon stepped forward. "You have shown courage and kindness," she said. "For your pure heart, I grant you one magical wish." Alara thought carefully. Finally, she said, "I wish that Lior and I will never be apart." A warm, golden light surrounded them. When the light faded, Lior was no longer a small dragon, but a handsome prince with golden eyes and emerald green hair. "I was under an enchantment," Lior said, his voice filled with awe. "Your love broke the spell." Alara's heart fluttered with joy. "You're human!" "Now we can be together, always," Lior whispered. From that day forward, Prince Lior and Princess Alara ruled the kingdom with kindness and wisdom. And every evening they would walk hand in hand to the enchanted forest, where a tiny blossom-covered tree still shimmered with magic, reminding them of the day a princess and a little dragon found their way to each other's hearts. And they lived happily ever after.